across the streams.
Across the streams.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Welcome, everyone, miscreants, to another episode of Movie Madness Talk Tuesday. I'm William Davis Moore, and I am host number one. Here comes host number two, Wes of Thinking Art Entertainment. What's up, my man? He's there. I see him. I seen him. What's up, Sabrina? How you doing? You made it. You must have got a notification. That's fantastic. I'm thrilled. What's up, Wes? You hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I hear you.
William didn't want to let me in.
You came on with the intros going, and I'm afraid I'm going to freeze my computer if I do.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
So. Man, how you doing, dude? You surviving?
Surviving, yeah. How about you?
The same. No complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina says, no, I didn't. I went to your page and set a reminder. That's a bullshit right there, yo.
I got to remind myself to click on the live chat.
The live chat?
Yeah, instead of like the top chat.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sabrina's message wasn't showing until I clicked the live chat.
What is the deal with that anyway?
I have no idea. It's really annoying.
It's super whack. Dude, man, you had a stream the other day. It was pretty cool. And
until it crashed.
Yeah. I was like, man.
So I had no idea that it froze. And whenever it freezes like that, I guess you have to go in and manually click the end stream button.
Oh, really?
So it still had us streaming for like 3 hours afterwards, even though it was completely frozen.
Dude, I kept going because you were about to answer a question. I really wanted to hear the answer to it.
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, me neither, but it cut off like you were like, and this is fascinating. It's
Yeah, I really need to figure out how to make that work because for whatever reason, like, you know how you and I are talking right now? I have my headphones plugged into my computer and people can hear me just fine, right?
Right.
But for some reason, whenever I host a stream, if I have my headphones plugged in, people can only hear me. They can't hear anybody else.
Yeah, that happens to Frank too.
Really?
I don't. Some way you guys. Maybe he uses a Mac too. It might be a Mac thing.
I wonder. I'm actually gonna reach out to him and ask him if he uses a Mac as well.
Sabrina says, I didn't make your stream, Wes. And then she says, lol, you found the glasses and smoke for me. The glasses and smoke are there for everybody. Every time. Everybody gets to partake.
So is anything new with you down in Florida?
Someone got tested positive for corona, like at the Publix right next to my house, which was fascinatingly fun.
Publix? What is Publix?
It's our grocery store
Oh,
chain.
no.
Yes, so that was really close to home.
Yeah.
Uncool.
Yeah.
Other than that, same old shit, burning the candle like a mother for this freaking live stream crap for the gym.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome, but super amounts of work, man. Daily.
Really?
At least 12 hours a day, every day.
Damn. That much? Can't believe that there's that much work that goes into that. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of freaking trainers from all over the place. We got like a kickboxing MMA fighter girl who does like kickboxing cardio thing. We got this big giant Brazilian dude. We call him the Brazilian Hercules. He does like maximum strength training. His show is that. Then we've got regular HIIT with Susie. We've got yoga with this other girl that comes in from another gym. Like tons of shows constantly. Hey, Artzilla, what's up? Oh my god, freaking play content is in the house. Connor, what's going on, my man? Aisha, what is up? Hey, look, Wes is in the chat.
For whatever reason, I feel like I'm struggling to speak for some reason. Do I sound
Struggling to
different?
speak. No.
No? Okay. It must just be
Your
like
hat-
the headphones being tight on me or something. I don't know.
Like squishing your brain cells.
Yeah, like whenever... Nah, maybe... I don't know. My voice feels strange.
Nah.
This is also the most I've talked in days.
Oh yeah. Dude, it's been insane. It's been insane. So we're being locked down for another like month and a half. So like,
Yeah. This is, Dude, I'm already going stir crazy.
oh yeah, this is nuts. I can't handle it, man. You can't even go out anywhere. Like, there's nothing to do even if you do go out. I said, I called this stream, or in the description, it says, the movie industry is still dead. Dead as fuck.
Still dead.
The only news there really is to talk about that I got is, the remaining movies that weren't pushed back finally got
Yep,
pushed
they're
back to
getting
next
pushed back.
year. So.
I wonder...
Everything.
I wonder if Tenet is gonna hold its place and still be released in July, or if they're gonna push that to like Christmas time.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, dude. I mean, I don't know. I went to watch The Invisible Man. I just want to let you know.
But
I was sitting there. I was about to click on
Uh-huh.
it, and it was like rent for $20. I was like, fucking no way.
I thought you knew it was $20.
$20, dude. Shit. Nope, not doing it. I'll wait.
You could have went to watch it at the movie theater for $40.
I know. Yeah, for 40. Man, I missed out. Damn it. I got some kind of freaking beam of light blasting
I
me
see
in the
that. I
face.
was wondering what that was.
Freaking sun.
It's the sun
It was the sun.
piercing
I
through
had
the
the window
windows.
Controlled lighting. It's the way of the future, man.
The way of the the way of the future. The way of the future.
Yeah.
I was actually watching that recently.
What's that?
The Aviator.
Oh, that's a great freaking movie,
The way of
man.
the future. The way of the future.
The way of the. Oh yeah, the way of the future.
The way of the future. The way of the future.
That's a good one, man. I like that movie.
So good. I feel like everyone is him washing his hands right now.
Yes.
Just like
Yes.
scrubbing, like making
He
yourself
brings
bleed.
like 5 bars of soap.
Yeah.
Artzilla, or Aisha, Art by Sabrina. You art peoples. Says she saw it too. Is that Invisible Man? Thanks, Artzilla, for that beautiful like.
We actually not rented but bought the way back on
right
Friday.
on.
It's one of those movies that
Yeah.
got pushed up in the release schedule because of everything that's going on.
Yeah. Freaking The Way Back, man. That's Affleck,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, he's really
Way-
good at it.
The way back to his career.
Yeah, basically, right? The way back to be taken seriously again. He's had such a weird career trajectory.
Yes. Yes. He went from Academy Award winner to
Doing just
rising star to Academy Award winner to superhero guy.
well, and he's had like periods where he's just done shit in between all of those.
His last 2 tries at being a superhero didn't work.
No,
out so
no,
well,
they didn't.
so- Artzilla Aisha is saying, I posted a new video yesterday too. I made 2 medieval wizards artwork. I did not get a notification for that. I must have been logged in as another account. That's probably what it was.
On the gym account.
Yep. Uploading like a mother.
Connor wrote, I tried to see The Invisible Man, but I couldn't. At least he's living up to his name.
Excellent play of words there, play content. It wasn't the best. Uh-oh. Wes is going to fight you for that comment.
The Invisible Man?
Sabrina.
Or what are we talking about here?
I think she's talking about Invisible Man.
I liked it.
Guess what? She's Aisha says, guess what? A few days left for Resident Evil 3
Oh yeah, it comes
remake.
out on Friday, doesn't it?
I thought that was already out.
I did too, actually, and then I saw people posting that it comes out this week today. So I don't know what's going on. I don't play video games.
Yeah, I haven't had time to play a video game in a minute. Sabrina says, yep, I didn't think it was that amazing. It was okay at most. Them's fighting words. Fisticuffs. Get 'em up.
So I thought DJ was going to be joining us again.
Really? Oh, Valentine? Yeah. Maybe he doesn't know that I'm on. Let me tell him. I'm sure he's at home.
I was going to say, DJ's balls will definitely be joining us, right?
DJ's balls. Yeah, where is he at? Did he come on live Saturday? I freaking totally was.
No, I don't think he was on there.
Let's see. Where's Twitter? that weird foreign agent.
Sabrina says I don't want to respond. I have no words. I have nothing to say.
No words. Is Twitter the correct place to find DJ these days?
Yeah, that's where I engage with him on.
There he is. Oh, there you are.
I just kicked a Blu-ray player moving around.
Uh-oh.
I should probably just hook that up, that way it's not on the floor. Oh yeah, did you see the movie The Lighthouse?
No, but I heard good things about it.
What the fuck?
Is that not good things?
I don't know what I watched at all.
Really?
Yeah.
That bad?
It's out there.
Damn. The performances were good?
Oh yeah, the performances are great. It's just like the movie is like really obscure.
Yeah. I can imagine. It came and went like so fast. Mm-hmm. Like people didn't even give it a lot of marketing.
Did you see The Witch?
The Witch. What's The Witch?
It's from the same director that did The Lighthouse. It was a horror movie kind of set in
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
I think it was set in like the 1700s or actually even earlier. Maybe it was set during like just the settlers of America.
Yeah, and everybody was in the woods.
Yep. You saw that one? What did you think of that one?
It was all right.
Yep.
It was kind of. It was all right.
Uh-huh. Well, you know how obscure that is at the end, kind of.
Now remind me, it's been a minute. That came out a few years ago, right?
It's kind of obscure, but not too obscure. But imagine that one times like 100.
Jeez, man. Yeah. Who's all in the Lighthouse? Isn't that
just
like,
Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. That's what I was thinking of. They're the only two people in the whole movie?
Yep.
Shit. Damn. I did not do it.
I did not hit her.
Mark. Connor. Those guys are down there like dying to freaking play that
Resident Evil 3
game, man. Bad Boys 2 says Sabrina. Jesus.
I think she meant Bad Boys 3.
Yeah, I think she means Bad Boys 3.
I did not see Birds of Prey, but I haven't liked many of the DC movies, so I haven't even bothered watching like Justice League or Suicide Squad or anything like that. So I haven't even bothered to catch up to watch Birds of Prey.
I was gonna watch Birds of Prey, and then someone I trust told me it was garbage, so then I didn't watch
really?
it. Yeah. But all those movies are $20 freaking, man.
Yeah.
And you don't even get to own it. Like, It's just to rent it.
Some of them actually are $20 to buy. Like the way back was $20 to buy.
Right.
But the Invisible Man, on the other hand, is $20 to rent.
Yeah, I mean, what is are they giving a kickback to the theaters or something? Is that what's going on, or what?
I have no idea.
If they do it permanently, I would pay $20. But not for this emergency shit.
Yeah.
It should be movie prices, because you can't go to the movies, so fuck yeah. I have the utmost respect for Birds of Prey, I have to say, says Connor. Aisha says Resident Evil 3 Remake and Resident Evil Resistance, which is multiplayer and you can play online with others. See, why is it a remake? Why isn't it Resident Evil like 5?
I think it's like the same exact game, just upgraded graphics.
Really?
I think. I
Explain this, Aisha. What is this game a remake of? And why a remake and not just a sequel? I didn't even know they remade games.
It's probably because they were so big whenever they came out, and people still want to play them, but the graphics are crappy.
Well, they need to redo Prince of Persia, the original.
Oh, crap. I forgot about that game.
Dude, that game was awesome. Everything I have in my brain, though, from the late 80s and early 90s that I think is awesome in my memories, I've seen some of them, and they suck balls.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we just got out of 8-bit and the 16-bit, and we're like, yes! This is so good! But it still sucks. Dragon Age Origins, huh? Hey, there he is. I think he got my Twitterage.
What happened?
Here comes Mr. Valentine.
Ah, DJ's in the house.
Mr. Valentine.
Maybe DJ is not in the house. Spoke too soon.
Those who come in with audio always have issues. It's true. Ask Aisha. Right, Aisha?
No issues. No issues.
No issues.
There he is.
Hey.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? How you guys doing?
What's up?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Oh, man. Sorry, I was late. I was in the middle of writing something. So
It's a
You
good
probably
reason to
have
be
a
late.
novel going at this point.
Huh?
You probably have a novel going at
Oh,
this point.
it's true. I'm cranking them out. I'm doing a trumbo. Sitting in my bathtub and writing. Kids, Trumbo was a prolific writer of the movie Spartacus and other movies.
I was going to say, at least you're cranking scripts out, not...
Exactly.
There's more productive things to do with your time.
It's very true. So what have I missed? What are you guys talking about?
Well, we were just talking about how the movie industry
She's
is
dead.
still dead.
What is a movie industry? What is that?
We don't even know anymore.
What do you speak of? What is this industry? Yeah. I
These
heard
reruns.
Sony got pushed back everything yesterday, so
Yep.
Yep.
to say I was
Everything, man.
upset about that would be a lie. Because all the movies they pushed back, I was like, good. Except for Spider-Man. That was the only one I was like, oh man. But
Yeah, Spider-Man was a bummer. So was Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters,
Wait,
you know what? I take that back. Ghostbusters also kind of bummed me out.
What
Yeah.
Spider-Man was supposed to come out?
Well, they stopped production on part 3.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Matrix 4.
Well, that one doesn't need to exist, so I wasn't really.
Oh, dude, I literally have to see Neo as.
Why?
As,
This is a thing. Here's the thing.
I just have to.
Here's the thing. The Matrix, much like Terminator 2, is the perfect ending of that story. So anything you do at that point weakens the story. So it's like, because
I think that the first one had the perfect.
that's what I'm talking
ending
about.
to
The
that
Matrix
story.
Part 1 and Terminator
Yes.
2 is the perfect endings of both of those respective
Oh,
stories.
yeah,
If you make anything
got ya.
after that point, you're weakening the story. There's nothing you can.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's Matrix Reloaded did not heighten the Matrix for me. Matrix
Oh, hell no.
Revolutions definitely did not.
That was a
Yeah.
abomination.
Don't even get me started on anything that's in the Terminator franchise at this point. So no,
Oh, God.
I don't want to. I didn't.
I stopped
wanna-
watching the new Terminator movies.
Do yourself a favor.
it's not even
Don't
worth it.
watch the new one.
Yeah.
Stay
They
far.
retcon the shit out of
Stay
everything.
far,
right?
far. It's literally like, hey, you like Terminator 2? F you. Here's the middle finger. Screw
Yeah, I'm
all
not
of you.
gonna-
Hey, Pia, what's up?
not gonna waste my
Welcome
time
to the
with that.
party.
No, do not.
Yeah, no. But I mean, with the Matrix, you can only go up because it was already at the very bottom. So
No, you can go down. Terminator Dark Fate is
How?
number 5. They can go farther down, my friend.
but 3 was already down so far.
See, I thought the same thing about Terminator Rise of the Machine.
3.
No, Genesis.
Exactly.
I thought this is the low point. Then I saw Dark Fate. I was like, oh no, this is even worse. Oh no.
Keeps going.
Stop it.
But adding John Beard to Neo is the best move they ever
Well,
made.
yeah, but he can just put him in another movie. I'd rather see a Constantine 2 than a Matrix 4.
Yes.
I'd rather that.
Yes,
I mean,
dude, I would.
this is the comic book nerd talking here who loves continuity to the comic book. And Keanu Reeves' version of John Constantine is a complete dismissal of what the comic book character was, and I love it anyway because that movie is fucking awesome. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's nothing like the comic
Nothing.
books,
He's
but
not
it's
British.
freaking great.
He's nothing. But I think he got the attitude right. Where John Constantine, I think somebody told Keanu Reeves probably read and goes, "Oh, this guy doesn't give a fuck." Okay, I got it. And that's essentially what the character is. He doesn't care, and everybody around him dies,
Yes.
and that's all you got to do for Constantine. Matt Smith, I think his name is the guy who plays Constantine on the CW show. I forget his name. Matt something. He's very, very good.
It's not Smith. Matt Smith
Matt
is
something.
the dude that played the doctor.
I think his name is Matt something. I can't remember his name. It's Matt something.
Yeah, it's Matt something.
He's
I
very
know it,
good.
I know.
He's more comic book accurate, and you know, he I mean, all the way from the outfit to the voice and the the accent and the hair and stuff. But Keanu Reeves' Constantine slept on. That's a movie. If that's on, I'll watch the rest of it. It's good.
Yeah, he's good on CW, but I'll take Keanu over him.
It might
Yeah.
have my favorite portrayal of the devil in any movie ever.
Dude, best devil, best Gabriel,
yeah.
Angel Gabriel.
Well, I don't know.
Tilda
Christopher
Swinton.
Walken's Gabriel's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
His Gabriel's pretty good. I don't want to. I hear you have a soul for me to take. No.
You know why you have that thing above your lip?
Call me Flash. No. But no, yeah. Peter Stormare's Devil, and there's slept on devils in film. There's Peter Stormare's Devil in Constantine, and there's Viggo Mortensen's Devil in the aforementioned Prophecy. Viggo Mortensen's Devil in the Prophecy is fucking terrifying. It's only there for like 5 minutes, and it scares the shit out of me every
I
time.
don't remember his devil.
There's a part at the very end. The way they, spoiler alert for Prophecy, a movie that came out 30 years ago.
Dude, please.
The way they beat Gabriel is they, I guess, team with the devil a little bit to kill Gabriel. And the moment they finish killing Gabriel, the devil is trying to win the soul of one of the people, one of the heroes. I forget his name. The characters don't matter. But the way Viggo does it, he doesn't like scream or yell. He just gets in real close and starts whispering, "I'll give you everything you want. I'll give you everything." Like he starts like trying to entice them. It is fucking terrifying. You should find the scene. It's near the end of the movie. It is terrifying because
Dude,
it's exactly how it would be. I would think.
I wonder if I can search for it without crashing.
Yeah, he didn't do like the stereotypical. Oh, I'm the devil. He didn't do it. He was just very.
I'm the devil.
He did it like
Is that
I
the
think he did it
stereotypical-
like more Dracula-esque, where he's like seductively trying. I'll do everything you want. Like whispering, like the snake in the Garden of Eden. It's creepy as shit, and he's
Yeah,
fucking
man.
fantastic. And he's only been on screen. I think he's on screen for 5 minutes. I don't remember. Just like Peter Stormare is on screen for like 10 minutes, and he fucking owns.
I didn't even know he played the devil.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
anything.
I think that's the first time I ever saw Viggo in anything other than as a
Later, Aisha. Always a pleasure. Make some cool ass art, and I'll see you Friday. Or I won't see you. I'll hear you Friday. Be good. Stay safe out there in that crazy world of ours. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to look at the script yet, man. I saw you put it up there. I'm going to try and get to it tomorrow.
Now, if you want, it's
Or, I mean, I looked at the script. I haven't had a chance to look at what you just put up
it's
there.
very,
though.
very,
Your
very, very
inflections.
difficult. So I wrote 4 scripts yesterday, right? So I'm going to give you the choice. You could look at it, and if it seems like it's because it's very, very difficult, because it's a lot of Alan Grant talking a lot. I just wrote another script that I can give you, and you just pick which one you want to do. Because in this script that I just wrote, it's very easy in terms of you can do whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to speak in a certain way. You just do whatever you want. So once we're done with the show, I'll send you this. It's a 2-part script that I'll give it to you, and then you just decide. Because I was doing the template and I was recording, and I'm like, holy shit, this is very hard. I don't want to put a gun to William's head. William, no, this is you have to say it this way. I don't.
I was looking at Sam Neill's voice, man. His voice is super unique and hard as shit to get right.
That's when I was doing the cadence. I was like, I would watch it and then say the line just to get it, and I'd have to keep doing that because if I didn't, I would lose it. Because I can kind of do a Sam Neill because he's very nice and precise and kind of because he's not American. He's got that. Yeah, so
he's got an accent even when he's doing an American accent.
It's a weird American-y accent. Yes. It's weird.
Yeah,
I have to hear it to nail it. But all I got out of that scene is that he's very nice and he's very precise, and he kind of talks in a whisper, and then he kind of goes up sometimes. But he's not like he's not like American, but it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, man, this is very hard for William. So I wrote a script, a Mission Impossible script that I want to get Greg to do with us. And I was like, maybe you can hop on that one. Or I just wrote I will just say a gangster script. I don't want to spoil what it is that I finished this maybe 15 minutes ago that I'll send you. And if you see anything that's better suited for you, I say pick that. Because as I was doing the Alan Grant, I was like, man, this is fucking hard. I don't want William to be like, man, what the fuck am I doing this? This is difficult as shit.
I don't know if it's difficult. It's just it's a very strange character.
A lot of very highfalutin words because
I have to listen to your audio. You sent the audio,
I
right?
sent the audio.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to that. It's been crazy. Hey, Pia, you down there in Florida, or are you up in lockdown in Joyzy?
Joyzy.
Hey, I found Lucifer. Lucifer eats Gabriel's heart.
Yeah.
Is that the
It's
scene?
after that. What a way to... By the way, I found Lucifer
Satan's
eats Gabriel's
greeting. You can't do this alone. There's one that's like 10 minutes long. I'm not going to click that one, but... Satan's greeting?
I just remember the part where he's like, the guy's against the wall and he's just fucking like whispering. It's almost like he's whispering sweet nothings, but it's like he's trying to tempt him to join the dark side essentially. And it's fucking, I don't know, for some reason, maybe because I saw that movie when I was way too young, it scares the shit out of me.
Time to go home. Let's try that one.
Good old Vigo.
They call me Mr. Glass.
Viggo Mortensen, by the way, fluent in Spanish. He's in a Spanish language movie and doesn't speak any English in it. It's crazy. I think he's the star too.
Confirm your
Isn't
age.
Mortensen a Spanish name? I guess it's Danish.
Is he? I thought he was British, but then I think you're right. I think he's like either Danish or German or. I don't know. He's a very learned guy.
Yeah, he is.
Him and Bradley Cooper is like fluent in French, and he can like speak that shit like nothing.
I would never have guessed Bradley Cooper was fluent in another language.
You should Google Bradley Cooper French interview, where he's having an interview in French. Gwyneth Paltrow also the same thing. I think she's fluent in Italian, French, and it's like they should just put like seductive music behind it because this woman like talking to him, and you can just tell he's just throwing. He could be talking about like the phone book, but it just sounds like he's wooing her because it's all in French. So I have no idea what he's saying, but it's just like holy shit, this fucking Cooper guy.
Here we go. Here's Satan.
Oh yeah.
Satan.
I've seen this movie in a while.
Prophecy? Oh man, that's
Christopher
a long.
Walken
That's a.
looks like he's wearing makeup.
Oh, of course. Probably what 60 years old at this point.
Wow, Vigo is looking all pimped out.
Wait, that's Vigo?
Finish it.
Vigo has a beard, if I remember. There you go.
Oh, there you
Oh, he's licking his forehead.
Yeah, he's very frightening. I mean, Robert De Niro in Angel Heart is also very scary. That part right there, where he's licking him, and then it's fucking. He's just scary because he's not yelling or anything. He's just very like seductive. He's like a snake. This whole scene, just very like whatever.
He looks good as Satan, man. He looks like Jesus.
Yeah, Remember, Lucifer in the stories is supposed to be like the pretty small. I think he even says it in the movie. You're the morning star.
I suck your blood.
But yeah, the guy that was hitting him with the crowbar, he tempts him. That's Codius, Casey Jones. He tempts him after he gets rid of what's his name?
Yeah, he munched his. He's gonna munch his heart.
Yeah, he's killing him right now. Spoiler alert for privacy.
Those sons of bitches. Well, there goes. Now I have a copyright. Thank you very much.
So, DJ,
Yeah.
did you see The Lighthouse?
Oh, fuck. Did I see The Lighthouse? Did I see The
Love that
Lighthouse?
reaction.
What a freaking movie. You want to talk about it? Look, okay. Willem Dafoe. How do I start this conversation? Willem Dafoe is a fucking treasure, okay? This movie,
I lost you, Wes.
I don't know if I can even talk about it without just talking about how great Willem Dafoe is.
Right.
I don't know what it's about. It's great.
That's what I was talking to William about. Like, we watched that over the weekend.
Like,
and
hey,
I have
explain
no
The
idea
Lighthouse
what
to
I
somebody.
watched.
Apparently, it's based on a true story, and it's about, I guess, people just going crazy on an island, and this, like, you know, this lighthouse, which is whatever, like some Cthulhu stuff, and a mermaid and mermaid sex, but ignore all that. The reason you watch the movie is to watch for 2 hours Willem Dafoe talk like a pirate. It's fucking fantastic.
Mhm.
He's great. There's a scene.
What's he sound like?
Where he's explaining.
Yarr.
What is he explaining his meal or explain? Again, it's very hard to understand what he's saying because he is. I mean, when I say pirate, I'm not talking about Jack Sparrow pirate. I mean, like, he is super pirate, super seaman. Not that kind of seaman. Super sailory. You know, and it's great. He's really, really good in it. But the way they shot it is the guy. Is it the guy who did The Witch? I can't remember.
Robert Eggers.
Yeah. It's an interesting movie. I won't say it's one of my favorites. I will watch. I think it's a performance movie where I'm like, man, I'm watching this because if you want to see Willem Dafoe just put it out there, man, literally and figuratively. You watch The Lighthouse. There is a Willem Dafoe naked scene. It's not Antichrist levels of Willem Dafoe, but it's
Oh God, Antichrist.
The fact that he can do.
He played Christ too.
I mean, yeah,
Really?
Yeah, he played Jesus, didn't he?
Yeah, Last Temptation.
Willem Dafoe has done literally everything. I mean, he can be in a Wes Anderson
awesome.
movie on Tuesday, Spider-Man on Wednesday, Antichrist on Thursday. It's like he's all over the place. The guy can do anything.
I really don't like Lars von Trier's movies.
Yeah, I don't blame you. it's Lars von Trier.
You're not doing him any justice with this conversation.
No, Lars. I mean, what's the best Lars von Trier movie?
Probably Melancholia, and I don't even like that
the one with Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Oh, the rest of them. Oof, yeesh.
Oh, that movie's so freaking strange, man.
Melancholia?
Yeah.
Well, you should see his other movies. They're even
I mean,
stranger.
you think that's strange? You need to. Whew. Melancholia is like that's the Friends of the most normal thing he's got, I think.
That's the one with the planet Earth disappears in the sky, and it's like people start going back and forth between the two Earths.
It's like how I feel about Terrence Malick. I think I've talked about this before. I cannot. I'm in the minority. I can't take Terrence Malick because
he has some okay movies.
Yeah,
you
in the past,
like Terrence Malick. Man. You think about him enough, goddamn.
I don't. I can't.
The Thin Red Line.
Thin Red Line was the only Terrence Malick movie that I guess Badlands are the only ones that I can actually sit and watch. But
Thin Red Line's pretty good.
But he doesn't have this stream of consciousness filmmaking. I mean, they look beautiful. The acting's great. You'll never know what they're about. You'll never know. I mean, maybe I'm not smart enough, but I mean, Night of Cups broke me, and I was like, okay, I'm never. Doing
I couldn't get through Night of Cups. I never finished it.
I had to do it for a show, and I watched the whole thing, and the whole show I was like, why'd you do this to me? Do you hate me? Is this a personal attack? Why do you make me sit through 2.5 hours of Christian Bale walking through scenes with random people? It felt like a dream. It felt like, but not in a good way. It's like when you wake up from a dream and you're trying to remember what you just dreamt and you can't. Imagine 2 hours of that. That's essentially the movie.
I liked Tree of Life, but To the Wonder broke me. Yeah, I was like, this is the longest 2 hours I've ever tried to sit through. Because I even went to the movie theater to see To the Wonder. And I was just
I'm not even the
good
huge,
God.
the biggest David Lynch fan, but I mean, I could still get through Lynch before I get to Terrence Malick.
Lynch is weird for me because, like, I admire and respect everything he does as an artist, but it's very hard for me to recommend his work and say it's good.
Say, hey, watch Lost Highway. Go ahead and watch that.
Yeah.
Dude, his shit's good, man. But that Life shit, that movie sucked balls.
Which one?
Life?
Which
History of Life or whatever the hell you.
Oh, you're like 3 directors behind here.
Tree of Life.
Yeah. I was doing work at the same time, and I forgot to tell Pia, thank God you're in Florida and not in that freaking hellhole up north.
What's wrong with up north here?
I was waiting, man. I was waiting.
Hey, the personal front. Hey, wait.
I'm surprised they let her down there.
Yeah, they would stop people at the border
right before the lockdown.
Does she have her papers?
The papers.
Where's your papers? Let me see your papers.
Give them to me now.
But yeah, Lynch is. I think in terms of weird, I'm not a huge follow the weird director guy, but I mean in terms of the weirdest directors out there, Malick is. I can't waste 2 more hours of my life.
Well,
I mean,
he's not even weird. He just tries to be. I don't know what the word is. Like, it just comes off as pretentious.
I always go with Christopher Plummer. Yeah, that said about him. He goes, he's a great director. I'll never work with him again. He needs a writer. Christopher Plummer said that after 1492 when he's doing a soliloquy. He's filming a whole scene, and Terrence Malick didn't just cut it out of the movie. He left it in the movie, but he keyed it out so you can hear it kind of in the background. All of his dialogue. Just did it because, and then Adrian Brody thought he was a star of Thin Red Line, showed up to the premiere. All of the scenes were cut out.
Yeah.
Didn't know, didn't tell him. So, yeah.
Similar things with people in, like, the Tree of Life and stuff, where people... or had like a prominent part during filming, and then they're just not even in the movie at all.
Yeah, no, can't do it, man.
I would pay you. No, I wouldn't pay you, but I would love. How
much you talking?
Yeah, but what the hell am I talking? Exactly. I would love to watch William watch Night of Cups. I wouldn't even watch the movie. I would watch William watch
reacting
it.
to William reaction.
$5
because I think he would break his own television. Like, what the
dude?
I'll pitch in $5 to see this.
In like the last 2 years, I've heard you rant about Terrence like at least 5 times.
I feel like I've been abused. Okay, this director touched me in my mental parts where I did not want to be touched, and it wasn't in a good way. It was in a bad way.
Tell me how you really feel.
People adore him. They worship him. I mean, I get a lot of like cloud on. Oh, well, why you? Terrence Malick's a genius. I'm glad you like him. I can't do it.
Terrence Malick's a genius.
Yep. Some people like escargot, and some people I just can't do it. I cannot.
I love escargot.
I'm good. See, good for you. I'm glad you like escargot, but escargot wasted 2.5 hours of my life, William. So I'm not eating escargot.
I'll eat that shit till I puke.
I puke 2 minutes in.
Wait, is escargot the eggs?
What's that?
Is escargot the eggs?
No, that's the snails.
No, it's snails in butter.
Caviar is the eggs.
Caviar is the eggs. Okay. I don't know if I've had escargot, but I've had caviar. Caviar really didn't have a taste to me.
I don't like caviar as a dip, but I do like it on my sushi.
Ooh, look at this guy. Look at this. Speaking of pretentious, look at this guy over here. I only eat caviar on my sushi. Perhaps you'll have some escargot for me.
West Boca Raton.
Only the best caviar, please.
Those sons of bitches. I like my snails well done.
Snails well done, please. Pass me the escargot fork. No, not the salad fork. The other one to the left, please. Thank you. 2-prong one. Thank you very much.
The 2-prong one. Yeah, I want the 2-prong fork that's made really small.
The sterling silver one. Yes.
I want the one that's engraved Terrence Malick.
The Terrence Malick fork.
This is Terrence Malick's little spoon.
It's just long and doesn't really have an end to it.
You
don't even know what its purpose was. What is this? It's a Terrence Malick fork. Beautiful. I don't know what it's about or what I'm supposed to use it for.
It goes on
And on and on and on. Can't eat with this.
Jelly Duck, what's going on over there in Kuwait?
I've had iguana.
You.
Art by Sabrina. I've had iguana. That's about as reptile as I've gotten. I haven't tried crocodile yet, but I've had iguana. I'm in Florida, so they're everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's gator everywhere, man.
I think the most exotic meat I've ever had is like quail. That's not even that exotic.
I've had bear before, if that means anything.
Quail is
so
not exotic.
I passed up the opportunity to have bear.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Really?
Yes. I was like, and they barbecued it, so it's like I shouldn't be able to taste anything because you cook anything on a barbecue most of the time it just tastes like burnt flesh. But it's just like
burnt flesh.
Burnt flesh. Most things taste the same.
How do you know what flesh tastes like?
Look, okay, I'm a cannibal on Tuesday. No, it just
dude, predators never taste good to me, man. They always taste gamey.
Yeah, stringy. And, I don't know. It was not a good experience. Iguana, on the other hand, they did the Pepsi challenge with my ass where I didn't know what I was eating. Like, hey, guess what that is? I'm like, what? It's iguana. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
It tasted like a nasty frog.
That was chicken noodle soup, but it's apparently iguana soup. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice touch for cuisine. Sabrina says, don't know where to find it in Ireland, but had it when I lived in the Netherlands.
Hey.
Had ostrich, too.
William, were you the one that told me about the lion burger? Somebody told me about a lion burger in Florida. Made a lion meat. I thought it was.
How is that legal?
That's what I thought. Somebody brought that up. I'm like, that can't be real. It cannot be real. Is that Florida,
sure
though? So I don't know. It could be real because Florida, we can do all types of crazy shit.
Dude, I'm sure it's real. It's just not legal.
Oh, I mean, so I was like, wait, lion burger? Oh.
Like, first of all, who the hell killed the lion? Where the hell did it come from?
We do have Lion Country Safari. It's like right down the street.
Yeah, right?
Nobody's going to miss this one lion over here. They're going to sell this for, blah, 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 blah.
The hurricane came through and we're missing a lion.
Sure, wink, wink. It went missing. Wink, wink, wink. It's gone. No, somebody told me. I thought it was somebody at the custom play. I cannot remember. It mentioned lion burger. I don't remember who. And I was like, and I think they said it was like in Davie, Florida or something. I was like, what?
What the hell?
It was something, or Dania or something. It was somewhere like not far away. Where I was like, what? Maybe I should go and try this out. Let's just see if it's real. Let's just see if that's actually on a menu board. But no, I didn't. I cannot remember what it was.
Have you guys watched Tiger King yet on Netflix?
I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse. I am watching a lot of documentaries.
Why?
I saw McMillions, and that was fucking fantastic.
I watched the first episode of McMillions and like half of the second one.
That FBI agent guy is the whole show. He is so good.
He's hilarious.
I think his name is Doug or something. He's great. He's a comedian. I have to see some credentials because I think he might be an actor. He's so good.
Yeah.
Yo, I need to hear about this Hunt movie, man.
I seen it.
Tiger King? Oh, The Hunt.
I know.
The Hunt.
Your rant on Twitter.
The Hunt? Okay. The Hunt is... It's funny because it's very polarizing. Some people will probably... It's because I've seen people who said they loved it. And I'm watching. I'm like, I know why this was pushed back because it is every trope that you can think of for both parties. I guess that's what makes it good in people's eyes is that they shit on Democrats and Republicans, but it's just badly made and dumb. But the girl who plays the main character, she is so good. She got me through the movie because she is so good. There's a story that she's in that's not this movie that I want to watch because she's like completely not following the Eli Rothy Cabin in the Woods theme they're going with in this movie. But she again, we were talking about Willem Dafoe. She is the reason if you're going to watch The Hunt to watch that movie. But it's very, oh look, the Republican guy doesn't like foreigners. Oh look, the Democratic person thinks all rednecks are stupid. It's very stereotypical, on the nose, very, And I think it got delayed because it happened during the shooting in Texas, I believe. So it is.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's why I remember because it was supposed to come out a year ago, and I remember seeing posters everywhere for it, and they were all pulled. And I think it was right after that shooting. And then when I saw them coming out again, I was like, oh, they didn't just destroy this. But then I realized it's Damon Lindelof and somebody else helped them make that.
Oh, he wrote it?
I think he just produced it. He might have been like,
okay.
I'm not sure who the actual above the line people on it other than him, but I saw it was him and somebody else who was important. I think that's
He's
why
weird because he can do some like really good things and then some really
he's done
things.
one good thing for me. One. And that thing is Watchmen.
Everything else he's done, Watchmen I really liked.
everything else he's done. His Watchmen series. I gave him because it was so good. I erased one of the bad things he's done for me, and I just erased Prometheus. Okay, Prometheus doesn't exist. All right, but everything else, you're still in the hole in the law. So yeah,
Prometheus.
I haven't seen Leftovers.
Prometheus.
So I hear Leftovers is great, but I have not.
I haven't seen Leftovers either, but I've heard so many good things about it.
I watched the first season. I didn't see.
Oh really?
See, I don't want to be that. I don't want to because everybody was just touting it like, oh, you have to see Leftovers. And I saw his name and I was like, nope. This is before Watchmen. I was like, nope. Sorry, I saw Prometheus. Not watching this.
Never saw.
This
Lost.
is what you said about The Hunt, DJ. The Hunt is a deplorable, morally reprehensible, despicable film that should have stayed on the shelf.
Should have.
The one thing that's good is Betty Gilpin's performance.
She's fantastic. She's great.
But I already knew she was good because I've watched her on Glow. You know what? Watch Glow. Just do that.
These are facts. You know who's also kind of good in it, but she's not in it a lot is Hilary Swank. She's in it for she's in it, but you don't see her face until the last 10 minutes of the movie, maybe.
I thought that was Emma Roberts too that was in it.
No, Emma Roberts is in it, but she's not in it. I'll just put it that way. It's a lot of hey, is this character gonna be the star? Nope. Okay, is this character? Nope. It's not. It's like that, but it's not. I don't want to say it's an awful. I did not like it because of it. I mean, if you're gonna go that route, be clever. If you're gonna do it, be clever, and it's not clever at all. It's very you remember that press conference that Trump had? Here it is. Hey, you remember that press conference that Joe Biden? Here it is. It's very not clever. If you're gonna do political satire wrapped up in something else, be smarter about it, and it's not smart at all. It's very, 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 very.
That's some of the problems I have with Jojo Rabbit. Like I didn't think it was very.
Okay, we got to talk about Jojo Rabbit because I love Jojo Rabbit. What problem did you have with Jojo Rabbit?
I just thought some of the satire just didn't really work on a satirical level. And
wait, the satire didn't work on a satirical level.
It was too it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I thought it was a little too on the nose, and rather than being satirical, even though it was kind of supposed to be satirical. Like it should have been.
Did you go in cold, or did
further.
You know the premise before you walked in?
I vaguely knew the premise.
Oh, okay.
I like on the nose when it's camp. When it's
campy, you might again. You might like this movie, The Hunt. You might. It's just it is so on the nose. See, if you think Jojo Rabbit is kind of on the nose, The Hunt is literally telling you.
I probably wouldn't like it.
It's literally telling you that this is the scene where the rich guy literally eats caviar as he's shooting somebody. It's super super they use the word deplorables in the movie to discuss
yeah, but it's old too. That movie's like 2 or 3 years old.
That's what they got delayed the year. So it's I mean, in terms of Jojo Rabbit, there's this. I mean, other than the performances in there that I really, really love, not Jojo, who is excellent. I forget that kid's name. His little friend with the glasses
is funny. He was
fucking
really
fantastic. If they don't want to, I need them to do a Shaun of the Dead as a kid, and have because that's young Simon Pegg and Nick Frost right there. Their chemistry is so good in that movie. It's. I just wanted more scenes with them. They're very good. And the scene, I won't spoil anything, but there's a scene with Sam Rockwell near close to the end that I thought was so freaking good. So good. I think they took this. I don't know where Taika got this from. He could have just. I mean, it might be in the books. I know it's based on a book, but I know I was listening to something about the history of Roman Polanski when he was a kid, and it's very similar to what happened in Jojo Rabbit with Sam Rockwell and the kid. And I was like, oh, that scene anyway. That scene. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about, but it was just so well done, and it made me kind of rethink about that character throughout the movie. Maybe watch it again and watch him, because Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell, who's not in the movie a lot, is very, very good in it.
Yeah, he was good.
Taika is playing it. I get it. That's probably why it make people hesitant, because I mean, you play Hitler in a movie and you do it for comedic effect. You got to really know what you're doing to not offend
like the producers,
right? You know what I'm saying? The producers. That's exactly. You have to do, or Quentin or something like. You have to know what you're doing. And I got the gist of, to Hitler Youth, Adolf Hitler was Michael Jordan or Leonardo DiCaprio. He was what you would strive to. He would be your imaginary friend. I got that gist. I understood it, and I think what you're saying is that they may have hit it too many times. I don't know. I think I leaned into the performances more, and I mean, Scarlett Johansson, that might be the best she's done since Her, which she should have been nominated for. I still won't forgive the Academy for that, because she's fucking fantastic in that movie, even though she's not in it. But she's terrific in that movie. And again, a lot of people in that movie are great, and they're not in it a lot. Like Scarlett's in it a little bit less than I thought. Sam Rockwell, same thing. Theon Greyjoy is only, I don't think he speaks. I think he's in 2 scenes.
Theon.
Stephen Merchant, he has the one great scene he's in. It's just, I think, I don't know. I really like, of all the movies that I watched last year that I was just like, oh, this movie got me. That movie got me. That and 1917. Those are my 2 favorite
1917.
movies.
You know who I think is a really good satirical director and writer?
Oh, Armando Iannucci?
No, I was going to say, you won't believe this name that comes out of my mouth.
Terrence Malick.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
You know what? I'm not gonna fault. I saw that Robin Williams one where the kid
World's Greatest Dad.
Yes, I saw that. That was not a bad movie. I think I went in there like, this is gonna be stupid, and then at the end I was like, wow, that was really good.
I think
really
that is a good satire.
Yeah. He's very good. He's very smart, Bobcat Goldthwait.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobcat Goldthwait was a character or one of the members of the police academy back in the day.
Everybody in the police academy is fucking gold.
Yes.
Don't
hey,
that.
talk bad about the Goops.
We've got so
Don't
offended.
you talk bad about the Goop.
He also did another movie called God Bless America that was really good.
I saw the trailer, but I never got a chance to watch it. But I heard it was good. He's good. I have no problem with him. I have a problem with his starring stuff.
I haven't seen much of his acting stuff.
He's great in Scrooge, if you remember the movie Scrooge with Bill Murray.
Barely.
Yeah, he plays the freaking the employee that keeps getting shit out. It's awesome.
Scrooge, underrated movie. Another underrated movie.
Dude, that movie's epic.
Karen Allen. One of the few movies where she's not Marion Ravenwood.
Oh, that's true, but she still is someone's long lost love.
Yeah. Yo, do not do any deep dives in the history of Indiana Jones, by the way. I did that maybe a couple weeks ago. Indiana Jones is, though I think if I had to pick between Jones and Solo, I'm picking Jones, but he's a perv, man. He's the Harvey Weinstein of super adventurers. If you like look,
Indiana Jones?
Oh my dude, if you remember in Raiders, he meets Marion Ravenwood. Marion Ravenwood punches him out and says, I was a child. And he goes, you knew what you were doing. You don't remember that part in Raiders of the Lost Ark? Yeah.
Yeah, they were in college.
No. If you read the novelization, he was in college. He was a student of her father. She was 15 years old. He was in college. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. But he's Jones. He was probably a prodigy. He was
sure. There's other stuff they cut out of, like, you remember the scene? I don't know if you guys know Raiders, because I love that movie, but the scene where Marcus, after the scene where he talks to the 2 CIA agent guys, and then Marcus comes over to the house and he goes, they want you to go for it. That scene where like he's like, oh, you remind me of my mother, and he's wearing the bathrobe and he has the gun and stuff like that. They cut out a shot right as Marcus walks in, when the student that has the I love you on her eyes is getting dressed and walking out. So yeah, Indiana Jones, perv. Great man. I mean, great as an adventurer, but not the most decent human being. I mean, he bangs a Nazi.
Hey Max, what's up, man? Welcome.
It's weird watching
I'm
like
talking
older
to DJ
movies.
Valentine of Simplistic Reviews.
I was like watching Raiders again, and that there was a not a commentary, but I guess there were just guys like talking about the movie, kind of a retrospective about the movie. They were getting into a lot of this stuff that I didn't know, like from novelizations and whatnot, and explaining that scene, because I was like, oh yeah, if you like just take the dialogue, is like, I was a child, I blah 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 blah, and he goes, you knew what you were doing. That is very, very rough.
Yeah.
Even for that time, that's very, very rough. And
Yeah.
they get into the history of why she said that and what actually happened. Because I think that Abner Raven, I think his name was Abner, Mr. Ravenwood.
Ravenwood.
Yeah, he was
Abner.
a prodigy. He studied under him in college. He was college age, and she was, I think, 15 years old, and he started banging her. Which
you have to remember that age limits on that didn't become a thing till like the late 40s.
Sure.
That's true.
Sure.
I shit you not.
If I take that away, he's still banging his students. If I take that away.
that would have ruined it, man, if that chick would have walked out of his house, I gotta say, man. Like that I'd have been like, dude, he's a freaking player.
That's why he's in the bathroom, because he just finished banging her.
I like the idea that he's just packing.
No. He didn't know Marcus was he didn't know he was going yet. Marcus had to come over and tell him.
It belongs in a museum.
So do you.
You guys ever watch Minty on YouTube?
No, it's Minty.
He does like 10 things about a movie, like 10 awesome facts about a movie. He's like this dude from Australia. Shit was rendering this morning. I literally just watched 10 things about Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And he played the Tom Selleck audition.
Oh, they have Tom Selleck on tape?
Yeah.
I always knew Tom Selleck was supposed to be him, but then he had the Magnum commitment or whatever. But I didn't know they had him on tape. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, I'll bring it up right now.
Yeah, a little known fact, if you guys watch Disney Afternoon, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale are just like Magnum PI and Indiana Jones. Go Google it. That's the same. They're wearing the same exact outfits. Dale, I think, is wearing the Hawaiian shirt that Magnum wears, and then Chip is wearing the hat and the jacket that Indiana Jones wears.
And Chris Farley comes in.
Yeah, Chris Farley comes in. He's Monterey Jack.
Here we go. Some Tom Selleck. He does a couple of lines like from the movie there.
Jeff Bridges was also up for this role. I don't think he would have done good. I think he got the perfect person for Indiana Jones.
There he is.
But
there's probably a delay though.
Look at Steven.
The man, the myth, the legend.
When I talked to Tom Selleck,
oh no,
Tom Selleck.
Years later, when we did
it's just weird.
It is weird, man.
I love seeing these though for any movie.
You ever seen the Christian Bale? Yeah, the Christian Bale Batman audition tape. I've seen that one where he's wearing the Batman Forever. Yeah, that's online. He's wearing the Batman Forever suit. And I think Katie Holmes is Katie Holmes? Somebody's no, it's Amy Adams. I think is playing Rachel Dawes in the screen test or whatever. But technically, I mean, he would not have been a bad Indiana Jones, but he's a better Magnum PI. There's nobody who could have. I mean, I think the world worked out for the best because
Indiana Jones may not have been a hit if he was in it.
No, well, I don't know. I mean, it's a great story. Harrison Ford is the character.
Supposed to play Marion.
Who?
Sean Young.
Yeah,
supposed to play Marion.
I heard Jeff Bridges and Tom Selleck for Indiana Jones, and then Harrison got it. But
and the other dude from Animal House, the star of Animal House, was supposed to play Indy at 1.2. He auditioned.
Chris Farley's brother in Black Sheep, that guy.
So I got to meet him once.
And Black were from Animal House.
It was interesting. I liked.
Yeah, I think it worked out for the best here.
Because I was driving over Beverly Glen.
I mean, I know we have hindsight, but it's
it is.
It's not like Tom Selleck suffered. He was Magnum PI. He's one of the greatest characters in television history.
Yeah, man. 8 years of freaking a great TV show.
One of the greatest theme songs ever. Ever.
There's the dude from Animal House auditioning his Indy.
Because she had spunk and she was sort of a firebrand.
He wouldn't have made it.
And
He would have been better.
The 30s women. She had that kind of Irene Dunn quality about her.
He's way too young.
Yeah. The Carol Lombard. And
he couldn't have sold the college talk that you love so much.
It's not a good talk.
I think I was really, new
Look,
I was talking to somebody, and they gave me the Solo Jones. I was like, Jones all day. Solo is great pilot.
To acting or
He's
kind
a
of
pretty
fraud.
good
I
general.
think that was what.
But he's not smart.
My
He's
agent
tactically
was
smart,
told.
but he's not smart. Indiana Jones is a fucking professor. He's smart as shit.
Yeah,
and
he's actually more professor than he is adventurer.
Right.
Like, because his smarts are what get him out of shit, not just his ability to beat.
He does make. I mean,
up.
both of them make it up as they go along. Indiana Jones is more, he literally says it. But in terms of if you need to solve a problem, I'm not going to go to Solo with that. I'm going to go with Indiana Jones with that.
Oh yeah, hell no, man. I liked that theory about like. I like that theory about what was it? Indiana Jones, something about like Solo crashes on the planet, like because it's a galaxy far, far away. He crashes the Millennium Falcon on Earth, and then Indiana Jones finds it in one of his quests.
Oh, that'd be cool. I always wanted. I almost wrote this script, and because I didn't have a way to do it. I always want to write a script, and now they can do it, but they probably never do it, where Captain America and Indiana Jones cross paths because they were active at the same time. Indiana Jones was dealing with Nazis, so was Captain America. I always had a script where they were like fighting on a train, and they both Cap drops the shield and Indy drops the hat, and Cap picks up the hat and gives it to Indy, and Indy picks up the shield and gives it to Cap. I always had that idea because that would be so fucking cool. Han Solo Han Solo when Indy started jumping the sharks when he started dealing with aliens. Indy works best when he's dealing with Nazis. That's the wheelhouse of Indiana Jones. That's why Temple of Doom is kind of like, though I know people who love worship Temple of Doom is good, but
I like Temple.
Temple's good. I have no problem with Temple, but it's not the wheelhouse of Indy. Indy's Last Crusade was like, look, let's get back to what's real. It's Nazis. Let's go.
Crusade is like the pinnacle of, dude, that's like the best freaking trilogy ending of all time, man.
That's where it should have ended.
Gotta be.
Speaking of ways things should have ended, it should have ended right there.
Dude, they literally rode off into the sunset.
You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. But then they had to add aliens.
The dog, Indy. You're named after
a dog. You are named after the dog. Yes, it's perfect.
That's a true story though, because George Lucas's dog was named.
I think he's in the movie. I think he's the dog in the beginning of the movie where River Phoenix is running in there. Who's also like doesn't.
Pia's taking off. She's gonna enjoy that sangria and get some rays.
Get drunk.
Hells yeah.
Have a good night, Pia.
Yeah, man. Hope to see you soon. Be good. Stay safe. Max says you sound like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I sound like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Well, how does Neil deGrasse Tyson? He always says, if you take Mars, okay, and he always kind of talks like he's eating the microphone like this.
Yeah, he does.
It always gets really, really like, look, if we could go to Mars and open a colony, we could also fix the planet. It would be the same. That's how Neil deGrasse. I love Neil deGrasse Tyson, but
yeah, man. Have you seen his show before, like Star Talk?
I like when he's on the Joe Rogan show, because Joe Rogan will ask him stuff, and then he'd be like,
"That's like
go on these tangents.
That's the best thing, man. You smoking pot and talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It's so entertaining. I cannot look away with probably high Neil deGrasse Tyson explaining like ice crystals on a comet. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but he's not smoking that shit on.
He's getting the contact because Rogan's chiefing all over the place.
Yeah.
So imagine high Neil deGrasse Tyson explaining to you a black hole. Okay, it kind of sucks the particles. See, I can watch that for 2 hours. It's great.
You should have heard our discussion on last Friday, dude, with me and Max.
What were you guys talking about?
We went down the rabbit hole of science, man.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I was on for the tail end of that.
Yeah, quantum physics and time dilation.
I'm already off. I can say the words, knowing what they mean. Two different things.
Black hole. Max says black holes only exist around your.
It's true. It's very true. It's very true.
That's great. 10 minutes over. I'll give it another 10 minutes. Then I gotta shut her down.
Shut her down, dude.
What do you have to work on?
Dude, I have.
I'm jealous.
Please tell me more about your life unemployment. Please live vicariously through your life.
I literally have like 7 videos I have to render and put up on the Patreon.
I'm so jealous.
The night's over.
You magnificent bastard.
I have one video that I'm finishing up for a client, and that is it. and then I am out of work.
Oh, dude, I have no work other than this. Like,
Yeah.
This is it. If it wasn't for the gym and the streaming, I literally wouldn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
At all.
I've been watching. I told you I've been watching a lot of docuseries. I watched.
Not the Tiger King.
Not that. No, I will not watch it. I will not watch. I will not watch Idiots. I've been. One of them gave me the idea for the sketch I'm going to send you, William, after the show. I was watching Making the Mob. First, I watched the Rome one on Netflix, and I realized the guy who did that did this other, because I thought that was really well done. Did the Mob one on Amazon Prime, and I went through that whole thing, and it kind of gave me the idea for this sketch I'm going to give you. It's I like watching it because they have the way they cut it together. It's like there's always a narrator talking about the things that Lucky Luciano, but then they cut away, and like they have these actors like reenacting the scenes. But as a narrator talks, they don't. They stay on the actors, so the actors kind of have to pretend like everything is cool. It's hard to describe. You have to watch it, but they can't talk because there's no audio for them. But they got to act like they're living their life. So there's like take a shot every time you watch it where like Lucky Luciano was just kind of like looking away, smoking a cigarette while the narrator's narrating his life. Lucky Luciano was one of the 5 members. And he's just kind of like smoking a cigarette, like. Can I cut? Are you cutting the camera? No, it's on. Okay.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Terrence, where's Terrence? Get Terrence in here now. Stat. He's an editing genius.
It was Terrence Malick doing a documentary on Lucky Luciano. Holy shit. He'd probably start with Lucky Luciano was a dinosaur, and then he turned into, and all of a sudden it's World War I. Then Natalie Portman would show up. Then Brian Dennehy. It'd be all over the damn.
Dude. I used to be into those kinds of movies, man. They're just complete freaking. They're like watching a painting because they don't make any real sense. You kind of just have to interpret it the way you want to.
I'm telling you.
That fad went out real fast.
I would love for you. I would love for you. I almost would pay you, but there's no money anymore. I would love for you to watch Night of Cups. It is literally the personification of that. just to see your brain not even melt out of your head. Just get out of your brain and walk your head and walk off. Like I'm done.
Have you watched many Lynch films, William?
Yeah, man.
You've seen Mulholland Drive and Inland Empire and
Mulholland Drive and
the Fringes, but like I think my favorite is definitely going to be Dune.
What about Lost Highway? Anybody? Am I the only one that kind of likes?
Lost Highway's good.
I just love this scene with what's his name, Beretta, Robert Blake, and he's like, "Call this number."
Dude,
I'm on the phone.
Legit creeped me out.
That is
one
of the creepiest scenes in the movie.
Did he do Blue Velvet too?
Oh yeah. Blue Velvet's good.
Blue Velvet's in
Heineken. Fuck that shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah, that's Blue Velvet.
Dude.
I don't get scared watching movies, but for some reason, Lynch's movies legitimately somehow hit some kind of nerve that just frightened me.
Because they're eerie, and the way he shoots and
David, and if you listen to him talk,
really
he sounds like an alien pretending to be a person. He's not like.
Yeah.
Did you see that he has a short film on Netflix right now?
I believe it.
Really?
Doesn't he do music?
Just interviewing a monkey.
Yeah, I heard about this. Yes, it is true.
It's like
I have
15 minutes of him interviewing a monkey.
Yes. He is his movies. His movies are him. It's like a cycle. It's a symbiotic circle. He's the Gungans and the Naboo at the same time.
Max says he polishes toilets for a living, and Sabrina is broke as shit because she's an artist.
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
Yeah, man. I don't know what. How does that? Have you watched it?
I've heard this that he has been interviewing a monkey.
Like 2 minutes.
And I'm like, of course. And when I heard it, I was like, of course, because it's David Lynch, man. He's a weirdo.
It is weird.
Nobody knows shit about Terrence Malick, but we know David Lynch is a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's why we love that guy.
Oh yeah.
What I find really fascinating is David Lynch kind of always credits his career trajectory and the weirdness of his movies to the time that he lived in Philadelphia.
Oh shit. Freaking Eagles fans, man, I'll tell you. He'll do it to you every time.
Damn Eagles, man.
Randall Cunningham messed him up.
He said it was the most horrifying time of his life.
Can you imagine a guy?
Horrifying.
He seems very like, I don't say nice, but very like, nice. So imagine him living in Philly. I can't see him
I
walking.
think he just trips his balls off all the time. He's just like constantly on acid.
I don't think he's
Wouldn't
on
surprise
anything.
me.
That's the scary part. I think he's clean sober. I don't
No
need shit.
way.
He
It's
drinks.
just weird.
He's just weird,
No way.
man.
Every single thing he makes is like a fucking acid trip,
I
dude.
think
really
that's
is.
I think that's his drug. I don't think it's drugs. I think it's making weird ass movies. I don't think he does any. I don't even think he drinks water. I think he's the alien in Men in Black that's inside of the other man. That's him. He's that green
Oh
guy.
man, could you imagine David Lynch directing a Men in Black movie?
Oh my god, he was supposed to do Star Wars. He was supposed to do
What?
Return of the Jedi.
Really?
Yeah,
I was down with that.
that'd have been
dude,
fucking
big time.
insane.
It would have been so
Dude,
good.
people would
man.
have rioted.
Do you imagine? Can you imagine?
Oh, I don't
Yub. They would have been.
It would have been nonstop in echoes.
Because you remember
Yep, 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 yep.
the rumor in the Star Wars universe is, or the rumor, but it's not even a rumor in the comic books. They say the Ewoks eat people. If David Lynch directed
Yes.
Return of the Jedi, they would have fucking ate those people. They would have shown it.
But they were gonna eat. They were gonna eat the main characters. Remember?
There's a comic book that takes place on like a Tatooine, and it's after Return of the Jedi, and like these people are like laughing about, oh yeah, blah blah blah, those stupid Ewoks. They got the Empire got killed by a bunch of Ewoks, and in the corner there's a stormtrooper who like escaped or whatever. He's like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's like Apocalypse Now, like those fucking creatures. they tore us apart. It's so.
They were gonna cook freaking Luke Skywalker.
They were gonna
dude.
eat. They had a dress for Princess Leia. I don't know where, but they were gonna eat him.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know where they had a dress her size. I have no idea, but whatever.
And why does she have to put a dress on?
Look, whatever, man. Shut up.
Do Ewoks wear dresses? Because they barely
Look,
wore
it's a
clothes.
masterpiece. Shut up. Don't you look into the details. How dare you?
Don't you mess with my fuzzy little bitches.
You know what's even weirder? Watch it now when they blink. It is fucking horrific.
Yeah,
the blinking
dude,
eyes.
that's some creepy shit. I know what you're
It's so
talking
weird. It's like, no, they don't need to blink, man.
I know.
You don't need to blink. It's fine.
Remember those Ewok movies, the two that
Yes.
came out after
With the
like,
blonde
around-
kid with the curly.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yes, and the giant cave spider.
I'm starting to think of like Robert Shaw's speech in Jaws, where he's like talking about the Ewoks' eyes, like you don't have to realize they have black eyes like a dog's eyes. It's not that they're living. It's like if you look at an Ewok, it's fucking terrifying. Just stare into their lifeless eyes.
Speaking of weird shit, man, you brought up Jaws, man. That scene where they're all sitting around the
Great
table
scene.
talking about scars is the weirdest fucking shit.
It's one of the greatest
I've
scenes in
ever-
cinema history. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What that makes it like who? Just tell me who you'd say something like that to. Like, would you look at my scar? You know what I got that?
Well, you know that scene. It was written like 4 times. Robert Shaw's speech, and Robert Shaw wrote the last draft of it. And I know that what's his name? Richard Dreyfuss said that he said most times I'm watching a movie and somebody's talking, I got to pretend that I'm paying attention because I know what's going to happen. But he said that when Robert Shaw starts doing that speech, he said he could not look away from him. He's like I couldn't take my eyes off of Robert Shaw because that scene, kids.
No. I'm not talking about the speech where he's talking about like the sharks picking his boys off.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when they're sitting there drunk, like comparing their manhoods to each other.
Oh, that's
It's
but that's the
exactly
whole.
that.
But that's the whole movie, though. The whole contention
About, like, the
between
masculinity.
Quint and Hooper was that Quint hates Hooper because Hooper isn't afraid of sharks and Quint is terrified of them.
Yep.
And the fact that he always tests his manhood from the word go, and that was the first time that they actually ever had like a kind of convalescence of ideas. And that scene with the scars, and they go to Brody and he's trying to show his scar, but I think that scar is from some real shit. They never tell you what it's from. I think it's a bullet wound from where he was in New York.
Yeah, it's a bullet.
Yeah, which I think Brody doesn't need to prove his manhood. Like Quint and Hooper are always in the struggle of proving their man. That scene to me is fucking fantastic. I don't know, but
yeah, it's good.
No, I agree that the monologue is fantastic. It's the other shit.
you don't
that's
like the scars thing. The scars thing is just the culmination of their
I think
relationship.
it's so cheesy.
I mean, you got
Maybe
to
it's
think
a
about
sign of the
being like,
times.
alone on a boat, drunk, and
Yes.
being 3 people that are constantly trying to kind of prove your manhood or your masculinity to the others.
Except for Brody. Brody never has to do it because Brody's seen shit that they can't even deal with. He's seen real shit. He's seen rape and murder because he's from New York, or he's from like the city. So
yeah, he's a
these are
cop.
Hooper and Quint are different people. They're like, adventurers. Brody is a fucking cop. He's John McClane. He's essentially John McClane.
But with sharks.
With sharks.
Yeah.
John McClane versus sharks.
Mr. Brody.
With a rifle. God. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, John Boy.
John Boy. Sabrina says, Max, I always thought your avatar was a man's back with a tattoo between his shoulders, but now I see it's a cat. That's fucking hilarious.
That is fantastic.
Mine is a back. Mine is my back. And freaking Frank thought it was a cat.
The exact opposite.
It's the exact opposite.
My God. But yeah, I would recommend if anybody has not seen Jaws, because I was surprised by how many people I know have not seen Jaws.
Dude, Jaws is great.
Watch Jaws
on
man.
Blu-ray.
Apparently, in the book,
I want the mayor's
in the book, Hooper sleeps with Brody's wife, and they got rid of that.
What?
Yeah, and in the book, they don't stay out on the boat. It's a 3-day trip. Like they go out, they come back in, they go out, they come back in, and like Spielberg's like, no, they got to stay out on the boat the whole time. What are we doing?
Dude, he did have family issues though, didn't he? In the movie, I mean, he filled his glass of.
Oh yeah, when he pours the wine all the way to the top.
Yeah, dude, it's like holy shit.
Hey, I told you, Brody's seen shit. He hasn't seen shark shit. He's seen like a mobster like shoot up a school. I mean, Brody's seen things. So this shark shit, I think Brody went here because he seen so much bad shit. He goes, I'll just go to the sleepy town where I can get away from the murders. Oh God, there's a fucking shark eating people. Fuck. It's like, that's how I always pictured Brody, where he's like, he's almost retired. This is a retirement job for him. And then he's dealing with this other horror.
But he spends like a couple days reading the nastiest horror show book of shark death.
Because how many books of people deaths you think he's seen? Like people get shot or burned or, beat up. If he's a city cop in the 70s, he's seen some shit.
Yeah, he's seen some shit, man. Freaking Max says, I saw Jaws in theaters when I was 7. Scared the fuck out of me.
Man, I saw it when I was young too, man. I had a part of our house when I saw Jaws. This is how it fucked me up. We had a part of our house with it wasn't a carpet. It was kind of like not linoleum, but some kind of felty floor area, and it was blue. And I never went in there. I was like, no, I don't give a shit if it's even the color of water. I'm going as far away from that shit as possible.
That's amazing.
No,
it's like Close Encounters made me not like mashed potatoes and doggy doors.
Did that movie scare you? I saw that movie when I was older, so I never was that a terrifying. I
still haven't seen the full thing.
In the beginning,
so many
it's
pieces.
Scary. In the beginning, it's like a thriller,
right.
But in the end, it turns sci-fi.
Do you like the theory that
because they don't know what's killing all the cows and they don't know what's taking all the people? And it's like more like a horror movie.
Do you like the theory that the aliens are the Kaminoans from Attack of the Clones?
Dude, every single freaking Spielberg alien has a really skinny body and a long neck.
I mean,
so
all aliens, even before Spielberg, look like that. So, except for maybe like David H.R. Geiger, maybe that's the only other person that doesn't make him like that.
Yeah, but his are like super skinny with long necks. Right. Like they're all camels. They're all camels.
They're all camels.
The planet Camellia. Camino.
Camino. Close enough.
I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, but they could be because they look exactly the same. They have that super freaking.
Not as tall, but I mean, I like to buy into that theory. There's a lot of theories. I'm like, okay, I'll let that propagate. Go ahead.
Well, that would make sense, though, honestly, because those Kaminoans do a lot of genetic experiments on other species to make clones.
And E.T. is in Attack. Is it Attack of the Clones or is it Phantom Menace?
No, he's in Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Okay, yeah, because I know they show him in one of those. Council
his
meetings.
Species is
species. Anyway.
Yeah. But they're supposed to be from another galaxy, man. What the hell is he doing?
Hey man, it's every that council meeting, Senate is supposed to be every star system in the galaxy. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but in the beginning it says in another galaxy, in a galaxy far, far away.
that's where it starts, but you can still go there. You know, who else could be up there? Who else? I mean, you can have the xenomorphs could be there. The predators are probably definitely somewhere in that room. That room is huge. It's huge.
It is. But there's like I think 1 trillion people on that planet supposedly.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Coruscant, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Coruscant, man, is like tripped out. It's like it's all urban. It's one giant city.
So what do you think about this? We talked about Ahsoka last time, right? So I know that Lucas wrote the scripts for, because the show that he wanted to make, the first live action show, was supposed to be all about like the underground of Coruscant and all of other stuff. I think they can still do that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, if we weren't suffering an apocalypse where they can't film anything, but
there's like 30 or 40 levels of shit underneath the top part of Coruscant.
I mean, you could put we could do that. You could do me personally, I want a Dr. Aphra show, but that's just me. That's my dream. If I ever like, hey, you get to work for Lucasfilm, you get to make whatever you want, movie, television show, cartoon. I'm like Dr. Aphra TV show, right off rip. Just not even.
Who's Dr. Aphra?
Dr. Aphra is essentially, she's from the comic books. She's essentially, what if Indiana Jones was a girl, an Asian girl who worked for Darth Vader? That's essentially who she is, and she has 2 droids, and those 2 droids are evil versions of C-3PO and R2-D2, and she has a Wookiee.
Vader and her always getting fights.
Right. She's essentially, their relationship is kind of like Belloc and Jones. She's an archaeologist, but she's like almost a con artist. She's there's so much to do with that character.
Dude,
it'd be awesome.
And her droids are awesome.
The droids are awesome. I think I can't remember the droids' names, but they're like,
one's like a freaking like an assassin.
They're both assassin droids. One that has like the R2-D2 droid is like, I'm just calling it, I think his name is Triple O or something like that. But he all missiles and stuff. And then the C-3PO droid literally like is in his thing is torture. He can torture the shit out of anybody. It's
right, but didn't they? In the last one I saw, the droids she sacrificed the droids to beat Vader.
Right.
Their cores or some shit.
That stuff. I was started off with their relationship where I think she first hires, when Vader first meets her, he hires her to find information on Skywalker, I believe.
Right.
That you can make a whole fucking series about that. Just I think because I know the comic books, when they first Marvel got that back, they were filling in the gaps of how Vader realized that Luke Skywalker was the same one that blew up the first Death Star, and they were filling in the blanks with Boba Fett went here and Vader went to Naboo, and then he hired Aphra to look up stuff, and that was one of the stories I really liked.
Yeah, he was super pissed, tearing the galaxy apart, looking for the kid that blew up the Death Star.
Who was the pilot that blew up the Death? Yeah, that guy.
Yes, didn't realize that the last name was Skywalker, and then he found out the last name was Skywalker. He was like, "What the fuck is up with that?"
But her loyalties switch back and forth, and I think you could do something so cool with that.
She's an anti-hero.
Yeah, you can do. I mean, she is a little bit dirtier than Indiana Jones, but essentially because she's an archaeologist, a space archaeologist, she's essentially like if you take Danny Ocean.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was raised by a bunch of scientists, archaeologists.
That's why she's Dr. Aphra. But she's essentially, if you put Danny Ocean and Indiana Jones and slap them together, she's like a con artist, archaeologist character.
Oh yeah, she's not a good person.
No, but she's entertaining as shit because she doesn't give a fuck.
Both. She does really nasty shit, dude.
Oh no, I know. Then there's times she's working with Solo and Leia, and then there's sometimes she's working against Solo and Leia. I just think you could do with Vader or against Vader or with the Empire or against. You can do so much shit with that character.
She tries to kill Vader and to gain favor with the Emperor.
Right. She's going where she goes. She's as faithful as her options, and that's the perfect freaking premise for a character on the TV show at this moment.
And she built her droids, which is always cool. Yeah.
And she got a Wookiee. She has evil versions of all the side characters. She has an evil C-3PO. She has an evil R2-D2. She has an evil Chewbacca. I think his name is Turok or whatever. He's like a black furred Wookiee with like a scar on his face. That she kind of.
What do you got against black furred Wookiees?
Oh, trust me, man. This guy's a badass. I think he fought Boba Fett. Boba Fett? Where? No, I think he fought Boba. I believe he fought Boba Fett in he's one of the bounty hunters that I think Vader had looking for the Millennium Falcon during the Empire.
The last clone gets killed by a fucking blind man with a stick.
Boba Fett, where? But yeah, that's what I would do. A lot of people say Ahsoka, which I love Ahsoka, but Dr. Aphra to me is just so freaking, because Ahsoka, even at the end of the day, she's good, very like a good person, and that limits you in terms of characters sometimes.
I know,
After
but
you can
she's
do whatever
got
the
so
hell
much
you
story
want.
that needs to be told, man.
See what?
Like, so Anakin and Ahsoka have way more story in the canon than even Luke Skywalker and all those guys.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of Obi-Wan and Anakin before we said the Clone Wars TV show. It's like, wait.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's probably the one that's got the most story in the whole damn saga.
Him, or, I mean, the cartoon filled out Maul because we didn't know shit about Maul, and everything that we know about Maul now is because of Dave fucking Filoni, because there was literally no information, and now he has this rich history to him where he was ahead of the Mandalorians and he was resurrected by the witch.
Yeah, and look what Filoni does when he gets live action, man. The Mandalorian, that shit's fucking awesome. Yeah. So, like,
yeah, and we're never gonna get it again.
He should be running it, not Kathleen.
I want him and Favreau. I want him and Favreau to run.
Yeah, him and Favreau, without a doubt.
But honestly,
without a doubt,
I think him and Favreau don't want to run it because I think they realize what I realize is that the future to me is not. Though I love movies, I love them. But I think you have
Sabrina's on our ass. Here we go. We've gone down the rabbit hole too.
I prefer. I think you have more freedom and time to develop stuff with shows. And I think Favreau's like, look, I can make a Mandalorian movie, but it wouldn't be as good as if I made a Mandalorian series. I think
long form is always better, especially when they're going to dump 10 million in an episode. Yep. I'd rather have the long form than a film.
The way they're making that show is revolutionary. It's not a green screen. It's the Oblivion actual, I think Blizzard, somebody makes the real-time environments or whatever. You can't tell.
Yeah, the same stuff they use for Oblivion.
Yeah, they're not. They're never on set on that movie, on that show. It's always like on a set, and they make the background live, and it's like.
Yeah, that way people can react to it, and it has the lighting effect on them. It's perfect. Awesome. I'm like, it's great technology.
When I saw them making that, I was like, this is that's gonna revolutionize films. You can save uber amount of money if you don't even need to worry about a green screen. You could do it real time.
It's beautiful.
The acting will be better because they know they're actually can see the environments they're actually acting in instead of looking at a green or a blue screen. I don't know, man.
Dude, one of my favorite things of in Oblivion is the cinematography and the lighting.
Oh yeah,
and just their choice of props.
We've talked about this. That guy, because that's why I want to watch Top Gun Maverick, because that guy needs. He's an amazing shooter, but he's not a good in terms of his scripts. Both of his movies have had kind of like scripts, but Top Gun, you don't really need a script, so that movie's gonna be fucking awesome because it's just Tom Cruise on a plane for 2 hours.
Yeah,
I watched that.
All you need is someone to say shit 18,000 times in one movie, and Tom Cruise to fly a damn jet. That's
Need
it.
for speed. I got a need for. That's all I need, and that's it. He needs a good, like we're talking about Malik, who needs a writer. That guy, Joseph Kaczynski, I can't forget his last name. I think it's Kaczynski. He just needs a really good writer, or he needs a vehicle where he gets to show off what he can do, which is shoot the shit out of stuff. And Oblivion, not the greatest movie, but it's beautiful. It's all beautiful.
I really like that movie.
I mean,
the music is fabulous.
Oh, it's M83,
man.
isn't it? That did the soundtrack.
Yep. It's one of my favorite soundtracks to listen to, man.
M83's dope.
It's great.
M83's dope.
They did Tron too, man.
No, Daft Punk did Tron. Daft Punk did Tron.
Well, Daft Punk did some of. I think Daft Punk did some. The same director, right?
Same director, but Daft Punk did the soundtrack. Or whatever.
Daft Punk didn't do the entire soundtrack for Oblivion, but they were involved in it.
Oh, they were involved in Oblivion? Because I know M83 did Oblivion. I thought Daft Punk only did Legacy.
No. Daft Punk, I think, had the reins, but used them.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, both soundtracks are dope. The Tron Legacy soundtrack is dope, awesome. And the Oblivion soundtrack is dope.
And Tron is another movie that shot freaking.
Oh, it's beautiful. The guy knows how to shoot stuff. It's just you need to give him a good writer, and then you could probably come up with or Top Gun Maverick. Just put Tom Cruise in a fucking jet, and fly the damn thing. you don't worry about any plot.
Wouldn't let him fly a jet.
I'm not going to ask any questions. Tom Cruise, as crazy as he is, that guy does not half-ass shit.
No, he doesn't.
He's been a pilot for decades, man.
He learned to fly a helicopter for Mission Impossible Fallout. That helicopter is him.
He flew that bitch.
And it's maybe 10 minutes of screen time.
He stalled a helicopter, dude. That would scare the
shit out of me. I would piss myself. I was pissing myself watching it.
Yeah, I know, right? And that look on his face has got to be real.
Come on, bro. That's why I said he's a crazy person, but you can never say he's sleepwalking through a role. You can never say,
no, hell no.
He will learn to hold his breath for 6 minutes for his
very underrated Tom Cruise role, Magnolia.
Yeah, well, yeah,
that one never talks about that.
That might be his best role, I think.
Yeah.
That or
he
4th of July.
Me be a better man.
Wasn't he, I think his father died when they were filming it. That's why he got that. They got that performance.
Oh, really?
Got that performance out of him because it's like almost like mirroring his real life.
Right.
So yeah. I mean, the guy knows what he's doing in terms of entertainment.
Not only that, he's a producer. He's all kinds of shit.
He's a crazy person.
Like when he goes into a movie, he won't touch it unless he gets to own it.
Oh yeah, because nobody will insure him because this man is stalling helicopters in the middle of the damn Russian wilderness.
Right. Falling through the goddamn clouds at Mach 9. Like, so I think his agent has a clause that says if Tom Cruise isn't running in this movie, we don't even want to see the script.
So I have that clause too. Is Tom Cruise running in this movie? No, I'm out. Lions for Lambs? No.
He has to have a 5-minute running scene in every film, or that is it.
We've talked about this before. What's your favorite Tom Cruise running scene? We've said it's Mission Impossible 3, right? That's the best running scene.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That's the best running scene of all.
That one I feel, man. I feel. And you know, the last Mission
All Out's
Impossible
good too.
wasn't so bad either.
I've been on that. I've been on that bridge. I don't know how the fuck he's doing that on a broken ankle. I don't know how he's doing that.
Dude, he crushed his fucking ankle and kept going, man.
Guy's badass. Guy's a badass.
He was in shock though.
Probably. Probably.
Had to be.
You get that? It's like when Viggo Mortensen broke his toe on that.
Oh
helmet
yeah.
And just kept freaking acting like, and it's in the movie. I love that.
That's
shit.
great. That I mean, it's bad for him.
Which movie is that?
Is it Two Towers when he kicks
Two Towers.
He's looking for Pippin and Mary, and he can't. He thinks they're dead, and he kicks the helmet. He breaks his toe as he kicks it.
And that scream he lets out.
It's not for the movie. That was because he's in so much pain, and he just left it in the movie.
He's like,
yeah. Ever watch Two Towers again? When he kicks the helmet, he literally breaks his foot. And I think Peter Jackson was like, "Yeah, it was a great take, man." He's like,
no, he broke
my
it
foot's
bad.
broken,
Dude. It wasn't like a normal break.
Did you ever see the Master?
I have seen The Master. That
you know that scene where Joaquin breaks the toilet?
Oh, he broke that for real?
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to break that.
That's like the that's like the Leo blood scene in Django, which was all improvised because that wasn't supposed to happen
Django,
either.
Man. Django had 2 fuck ups in it. Leo cut the shit out of his hand and like did.
I don't know what. I would love to ask Kerry Washington about that because he starts rubbing his own blood on your face. What do you? I mean, I heard the story about Roman Polanski ripping a hair out of Faye Dunaway's head and she fucking freaking out on his ass. Imagine if Leo, and you're not cool with it, rubs a handful of blood in your face.
Dude, like every time I watch that scene now, and it makes me cringe.
Yeah, it's a great scene. It's just, man, I would.
But knowing that he cut himself like that, I'm like, oh god.
If I ever met Kerry Washington, I'd be I'm like, okay, look, Kerry, you're great, you're beautiful. You're married to a weird cornerback for the Raiders. Please tell me about Django and Shane. Tell me everything about. I know that she talked about how she made them hit her for real in one of those scenes, whipping scenes or whatever. But I wouldn't even ask her about. Tell me about on set with the Leo. That's all I want to know about. That's all I want to know about.
Well, that's not the only thing crazy that happened, man. That freaking Kurt Russell smashed that freaking priceless guitar.
Oh, that's Hateful Eight. You're talking about Hateful Eight. That's a different movie.
Oh yeah. Hateful
Oh
Eight.
yeah, I remember that. And they were like, "How much was that guitar worth?"
It was priceless, dude. It was a one of a kind from like 18 something, and it was on loan from a museum.
He wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, damn it.
He thought it was a prop, dude. He smashed it, and the actress sitting next to him, like the look on her face, because she knew it was from a museum. Her face, like, holy shit! Like, she looks around at the crew, and it's still in the movie.
Oh man, damn it! I wonder what Kurt did. I wonder how they rectified that situation.
They didn't. The freaking museum lost their ever loving shit, man. And that was the end of that.
Why the hell why would you put that? I guess they couldn't just make a replica of it and just put it in the movie.
No one told him it was from a museum, apparently.
Why would you even put it on the set? Just get a replica. You don't need to.
Well, apparently, so I'm reading about this. Apparently, it was supposed to get switched out, but for some reason it didn't, and nothing was ever communicated to Kurt.
That's not his fault,
as a result of the entire incident, the museum no longer lends props to film production.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
The curator probably just sat there and like just had a panic attack.
Oh yeah.
In that curator's name, Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
it belongs in the museum.
Meanwhile, he's smashing through the entire freaking scene.
The student body is getting destroyed by Indiana Jones.
Jones is the strangest. He's like, it belongs in the museum, but only if it's worth money and you can take it out of the place. Because the whole place, fuck it, we're just going to destroy the shit out of it. Door, fuck this door. I'm kicking it down. Walls, who needs
whatever,
walls?
Whatever. Yeah, he destroys the Well of Souls. Destroys it.
He does. He jacks up everything, man.
Oh, man.
Everything he goes after, he only grabs the priceless item and then destroys the entire room.
That's why I say Dr. Afra, because Jones is not the nicest. I love him. I love you, Dr. Jones. But look. You do some horrible shit, man. Other than questionable things with women, you're a grave robber. Okay, you've destroyed.
Yeah, he's a grave robber.
You're a straight up grave robber.
Yeah.
There's a scene of Last Crusade where he literally robs a grave.
He literally and then what does he do? Destroys
burnt, lights Venice ablaze.
He breaks the freaking ancient coffin open.
What is that? The Ark of the Covenant. Are you sure? Pretty sure.
Let me hit it with a hammer. Let's take a look. Dude, him and Sala literally pull that thing apart and like throw it on the ground like it's like garbage.
Jesus. I mean, again, I love him, but he is not Alan Grant. He is not very particular. And
Grant would have been down there. It would have taken Grant like 8 months just to get inside.
Grant would have brought a team and a Ellie Sattler there. It would have been.
He'd have lifted the door off with like precious little tools.
Holy
Let
shit.
me tell you what this bow is for.
Oh my God.
The Mandalorian is the only thing of Star Wars that Sabrina's ever seen.
You can watch the original trilogy, Sabrina, and maybe Rogue One, then you can stop. You don't gotta watch anything else. You can just pause rather.
Yeah, I agree.
Pause after that. You know, I mean, everything else is not necessary. Shit, Rogue One's not really necessary. Rogue One is a movie designed to fix a plot hole in New Hope. That's essentially what that movie
says. No thanks.
Don't worry, you're not missing. You're missing Empire Strikes Back, which is a masterpiece. But
yes,
I mean,
Empire is a masterpiece.
There's flaws in all the Star Wars movies, but Empire is probably the best one because that's when you get sassy Vader. That's sassy Vader in Empire Strikes Back. That's what Vader was like. Apology accepted, Captain Nina. He's very like killing people through a television screen and came out of hyperspace too quickly. He's very cool in that movie. The rest of the movies, he's like a.
I'd be honored
if you joined us. He's such
impressive.
He's a pimp in that movie.
Impressive.
In New Hope, he's Moff Tarkin's pet. And in Return of the Jedi, he's broken. He's just like, it's too late for me, son. He doesn't have anything left. But in Empire, he's sassy. He's like, no disintegrations. He's very happy, driven in Empire. But the other two movies, he's not.
Pissed.
He's very just like in New Hope, he's not even the main bad guy. In Return of the Jedi, he's just the coolest thing he says in Return of the Jedi is, "You are unwise for lower your defenses." That's the coolest part of Vader in that movie.
Oh no, I would have to say, sister.
Oh well,
your thoughts betray you.
That effed him up. That effed him up. I won't say that's cool because that was the wrong thing to say. Because that's when Luke f's him, literally bends him over after that point. Sister, you have a twin sister. Your feelings are fatal
to the dark side.
That wasn't pimp.
Perhaps she will.
The pimp thing. I like that part. That the other line is because he like Luke kicks him down the stairs and Vader's like, "All right, bitch." He doesn't say a word. He just gets up, slowly starts walking up the stairs. Doesn't say anything. Luke's like, "Are you quitting? What's going on?" And Vader's like, "You're unwise to lower your defenses." Like he's very
He's like,
"Oh, bitch." That's about the sassiest he gets in the movie. But in Empire, it's all sass, baby. It's all, I'm changing the deal. Pray I don't alter it anymore. He's just a pimp.
No. Like Vader force falls in Return of the Jedi. He like falls backwards in the flip. It's like, he's like, but he like does this weird float flip thing.
But like in Empire, he's cool, man. Especially when he's dealing with Lando. We will test it on Captain Solo. He's so.
Oh, dude, man! Like apparently, whatever he did to Solo was like, if you.
Oh yeah. He tortures him to get to Luke. Yeah. He didn't even ask me any questions.
Is really nasty.
Now, Sabrina, we can go Wrath of Khan all day, honey. We can. Hey, I can go Wrath of Khan with you all day. Chekhov.
Wes is like, God,
Chekhov.
Damn it.
I've never seen you.
I'm gonna take
you.
Wesley,
I don't know you, but you.
Either star.
I've never forgot the face, Mister.
What's that, William?
I can go Wrath of Khan all day.
Take it you're not down with either Star story.
Oh man, Star Trek is the
I like them. I'm just not like super knowledgeable or.
You just gotta be knowledgeable about one thing, and that one thing is the Wrath of fucking Khan. That's the one thing you gotta know. Khan. When Khan is questioning Chekhov in Paul Warfield, and he's I forget his name, and he's saying something like blah 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 blah. Why are you here? And Chekhov says Admiral Kirk. It pisses Khan off that Kirk is now an admiral. He goes, Admiral Kirk, Admiral Kirk.
Yeah,
he's so good. If you Wrath of Khan is the shit. That movie.
Yeah, because Khan turned into fucking Tina Turner.
Oh. Dude, he picks up Chekhov with one hand.
He was like this pimp hippie freaking 60s dude with long slick black hair and a ponytail, and when he find him like 20 years later, he's Tina fucking Turner in Thunder.
He has the hair. Yeah, he was on a planet that exploded. Okay, calm down. Give him some slack, Christ, for Christ's sake. But when he's talking to him, he goes, I wish, I don't want to kill you. I wish I've hurt you. I wish to go on hurting you. I'm gonna leave you as you left her, marooned inside a desert planet.
That's
buried alive.
Dude, that's gotta be one of the most heart-wrenching freaking endings of all time.
Oh well, I mean, it's bad, but it's glorious.
It is glorious, dude. It is.
I wrote a sketch that I haven't aired on one of the shows about Wrath of Khan. I have it in the Pike. It's essentially just the them. It's a joke about the death scene of Spock. But I wrote it because one, I know Wrath of Khan backwards and forwards, and two, that scene is so freaking good, so good.
It is. It's freaking. It's amazing.
I got a chance to do my dying Spock impersonation. It's that movie's so good.
Dude, he can't see him because he's blind.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
Ship
so awesome.
Out of danger. That shit is so good.
Yeah, his voice. Yeah.
When he gets up and he still fixes his tunic because he still respects the way things. Yep. It's so good. That's so good. So I had to make fun of it because like usually I pick the things I love and I destroy them.
Yeah. Dude, but the Enterprise gets wholly owned in that movie.
That's why I didn't like. I didn't like. Let's say I didn't like. I liked Beyond, Star Trek Beyond, but the way they treat the Enterprise, it's like they're going too overzealous with it. I mean, other than Search for Spock when they literally blow it up. But man,
oh no, Beyond I thought it had potential, but man, destroying the Enterprise pissed me.
I mean, come on, you can't.
I'm like, they just did that. Like,
don't stop.
They literally just did that.
That was the only thing. I mean, I'm one of the Star Trek Into Darkness apologists. The only thing I really didn't like about the movie,
I liked Into Darkness.
I own Into Darkness, but the thing I didn't.
I liked that movie.
They don't ever use the Enterprise in that movie. Enterprise doesn't
they jack it up
in that movie. It gets messed up by RoboCop.
Yes,
and that's it. It doesn't do anything.
The third movie
blows it up.
They destroy the Enterprise.
So you have one movie in the franchise where the Enterprise actually does some shit. But yeah, in Into Darkness, RoboCop. I keep calling him RoboCop, but he just his name again? Peter Weller. He shoots the shit out of it, and they don't do it.
Professor Welling. He is. He's like a professor of some shit. Right?
Oh yeah, Peter Weller's a fucking G. We've talked about this on my show before. Where it's like, imagine if Peter Weller's your professor. He was like, "Drop it, get in here,
put the gun down."
Your final 15 American literature, 15th century American literature.
Damn, Wes, your poor kidneys.
The Red Bull.
Gonna be shooting out kidney stones like bullets.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't really drink this stuff very often. But
it's all right if you don't drink it every day, but like it'll do a number on your freaking kidneys.
I rarely ever drink Red Bull like this. I had one maybe 2 weeks ago, and that was the first time I've had one in probably a year.
Dude, drink 3 of them in a row.
Watch what happens.
You'll start tripping your balls off.
Your
head explodes. You'll turn into Robert Blake in Lost Highway. That would be you.
Oh God!
You'll wake up on the side of the highway. You'll be.
I'm in your living room right now.
In your living room right now. Answer your phone. That's me on the other line. What? Doesn't make any sense.
Get her done. Why is my pant leg wet? But my shoe is dry.
I cannot control my bladder anymore. It's gone.
But my underwear is dry. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to shut her down.
Cool.
It's been another fabulous movie talk.
Yeah, it was a long one this time.
Yeah, I let it run a little bit longer because we're all on lockdown.
Yeah.
Lockdown.
I know. TJ, thanks for showing up, man. It's awesome.
No problem.
Do you get notifications when I go on, or do I have to text you every time?
Say again. I'm sorry, I missed you. What?
Do you get notifications when I go on, or should I text?
No,
you?
I got notification. I was just literally on the other computer. That's why.
Oh, gotcha.
Only reason I didn't see it. Sorry, my bad.
Gotcha. Oh, Sabrina's like, don't even joke about bladders. I take it that baby's doing a number on your bladders.
She has a point. I apologize. Don't think about water. Don't think about Abyss or Deep Sea or Das Boots, Jaws. Don't think about Jaws. Don't talk about Robert Shaw anywhere near water.
Don't think about Point Break.
Point Break. I am an FBI agent.
Agent. Whoa. That was an epic surf you did there, Brody.
My knee went 60 degrees the other direction.
Hang tough, man.
Hey, man, you're still surfing. Still surfing.
Yeah.
Point Break, the original Fast and the Furious. I don't want to hear about this. Fast and the Furious is a ripoff of Point Break, a fantastic film directed by Kevin
All
Bigelow.
the President's Men. All right, y'all. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining. Sabrina, Artzilla, Pixelpia, Max, all you epic, awesome people in the chat. If I missed your name, it's not because I don't love you. It's just because you're way too up on the list. DJ, always a pleasure.
Yes,
thanks for stopping by. Wes, thanks for co-hosting.
Thanks for having me.
And guess what, guys? We'll see you on the flip side. Wash your goddamn hands.
I'm a drink champion. Did I tell you that?